I got issues and chips on both of my shoulders. Reputation precedes me, and rumors are knee deep. The truth is it's easier to ignore it, believe me.
Hello, this is Adam Jr. with Systematic Front, and this is going to be an overview of situational play calling in Madden Mobile 18. Not only have we been a top league for a long time using this approach, but we've also taught our approach to play calling to several other leagues, including MVP ballers, the Outcome, and Boss Front ballers, all of whom have worked their way deep into the top 100 after working with us. So if you find videos like this helpful, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to be in a league that is dedicated to playing as strategically as possible, just know that that's the exact player that Systematic Front is right now actively looking for. So what we have done as a league is develop a system of play calling that gives purpose and direction to any situation you may find yourself in. It's most simply broken down into first through fourth down plays, and then also goal line plays. While I will mention certain plays that are good in certain situations, for the most part this is going to be all about general concepts, and it's going to be up to you to bring a developed playbook to the table to put this into action. The last thing I'll note before I get into the breakdown is as the breakdown is going on, I'm going to be showing these drives, which are a set of all-pro head-to-head drives that do a pretty good job of demonstrating the system I'm talking about. So first down is going to be where you want to call a home run play, meaning a play that has a reasonable chance to score a touchdown. Routes to look for are going to be things like corner routes, streak routes, and post routes. First down is the best time to try to get the ball in the end zone, because if you fail, then you still have 3 shots where you can transition your focus to just keeping the drive alive. Of course, at the beginning of the drive, it's going to take a couple of lucky dice rolls to go your way in order to score, but even if it ends up being a 20-yard gain instead of a touchdown, that by no means is a bad thing. That being said, don't try to force a big gain if it isn't there. Call plays that also have a conservative check down route to them, so you have a safe place to go with the ball, regardless of the coverage that you're facing. Plays that have a deep route along with a short route, like a curl or a drag route, will typically have somebody open against any defense. Great examples of first down plays would be bunch Z cross in, bunch PA pin deep, and halfback option. Big play potential runs like halfback dive weak, strong eye halfback blast, and weak eye double counter can also fit here on first down, and first down is also the only time where play action is appropriate. Play action can fit the concepts that drive other downs, but there's nothing special enough about them that offsets the risk of a guaranteed sack against a critical counter. So while in any situation there's going to be a lot of different plays that you could potentially call, you ultimately want to be filtering that down to the single best play for that situation. With that in mind, let's transition to second down. On second down, your goal changes from trying to score to either picking up a first down or at least creating a more manageable third down. Instead of taking shots down the field, you want to keep your play calling conservative. Look for plays that are renowned for the high completion percentage, which is usually going to be a play that has some sort of combination of 2 high percentage routes, which would be a drag, a curl, or a slant. Spread FL drag has been one of the best second down plays for a long time because it's very reliable, is rarely countered, and even does well against counters. But motion-wise stick, trip strong flood, halfback option, and many others are also great options. Also acceptable on second down are runs that are guaranteed to trigger nickel or dime, but also excel against those formations. Current examples are trips tight end halfback counter and bunch halfback dive, though these plays are often countered and even then can get unpredictably stuffed, so don't call them if you took a loss on first down. Still stick to conservative passes in those situations though, even if it's 2nd and 20 or more. Even if you don't pick up a first down, safely picking up a third and manageable while forfeiting some potential upside is still better than trying to do too much and ending up in a very intimidating 3rd and long. Moving on to third down, your play calling here is going to be very similar to second down, except now runs are off the table. But in 3rd and long situations, you may also consider plays like motion cross and spread slot flags, which excel against nickel and dime, but are closer to first down plays in their execution. Also keep in mind that plays like trip strong flood, tight end quick slants, and motion wise stick perfectly match the spirit of a third down play and also excel against nickel and dime formations. So I wouldn't forgo options like those for one of those previously mentioned hybrid first down plays. The defense is most likely to come out in nickel or dime if it's 3rd and 7 or more, so be sure to stay away from plays like spread FL drag in those situations that aren't nearly as effective against dime. Still, as always, it is better to set up a predictable 4th and short than go for all or nothing and end up in a 3rd and long. Oftentimes those short reliable routes have enough upside where you can still pick up the first down with a little luck on the run after the catch. Unsurprisingly, the name of the game on 4th down is going to be to get the first down. You want to be extremely aware of the situation, what coverage you should expect, and what plays are available. Specifically, you should always opt for a play that has been verified to be uncountered in either the current or previous drive before testing new ones. And this is true for any down that you're in, but it's extremely important on 4th down that you really have your A game going. So during a drive, you should always recycle back to previously used plays once there's 4 plays in between its last usage, as long as it's still situationally appropriate to use. The biggest trap I see people fall into is thinking, I used this play earlier in the drive and it didn't work, so I didn't feel safe going back to it. In reality, nothing works 100% of the time, but as long as you're calling plays that are well practiced, which if you aren't and that's the issue that needs to be addressed, then one bad instance shouldn't define the overall trustworthiness of a given play. Unless it's 4th and 30 or more, there are reliable options regardless of the situation that you're in, so stay calm, don't give up, and make the decision that gives you your best chance at success. Just remember that 4th or 7th or more will likely give you dime, and on 4th and a short 2 or less, you'll see goal line defense against certain plays, which is a perfect transition to our final category of situational play calling, which is against goal line defense. So if you are 6 yards from the end zone on any down, or 4th and a short 2 or less from anywhere on the field, the defense will predictably come out in goal line formation against a lot of plays that happen to really excel against goal line formation. Examples of those plays right now would be fullback flare, strong eye fullback middle, weak eye deep curls, and weak eye triple post. So with these plays, not only are they helpful when you're facing goal line defense, but they're also helpful in the preceding plays, because sometimes your best option is to focus on working to set up the favorable situation, knowing it will then lead to a conversion or a score. You can also plug one of these plays earlier in the drive to see if it's countered, so that you know if it's a safe option to fall back onto later if you need it. For example, if you could use fullback flare on 1st down or strong eye fullback middle as a 2nd or 3rd down play. You just have to gauge the risk of going into those situations blind versus the risk of running into the goal line situation too soon after the test where it's no longer available without the risk of a frequency counter. So that's my breakdown on situational play calling in Madden Mobile 18. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and want to see more content like it. Either way, thank you for watching. I hope this helps and have a great day.